I think we want the local values, not the world values. We still haven't fixed the animation problem yet. All right, Scott. Shadows. Shadows. Okay. Okay. Now we're back to here. Did use this frame. Set using parameter. Oh, equipment index. Here we go. So this is now because we're passing the equipment index to the character, which is no longer part of this. So we can actually delete this, which is going to break some things. Right? We need to fix this. So the animator needs to be aware of this, which it can. So we can actually set the private equipment type, current equipment type, and we'll start it at the hands. And then when we capture the event here, we'll just set this equal to the type. And then here, we'll say if the current equipment type equals hands, otherwise it will do that. Okay. So that should fix that. And then let's see what else broke. This here, we no longer need to pass this, which means we no longer need to store this. Using that anyway, anywhere else, because we moved everything else. Let's compile. Where were we using it? On use. I think that's fine, because I think we're handling this in the animation thing. So we don't care if we're using it while we have our hands. We might eventually have something for our hands, but for now. Didn't. So that worked. Didn't do it initially. So this is but technically, the book will break stuff. Everything will break stuff. So that's fine. Let's fix that. So we only want to be able to break things with the hammer, the axe. So how are we doing? Let's figure out how we're doing this. So we're saying use. Right? And then let's close all of them. What's next? Let me think about this. So equipment controller, is this where we're handling it? Yes, impact detection. we go. So we're checking for impact. And we need to know what got hit. So what we're doing is on fixed update. If we're not checking for impact. So they were sphere casting. And in this case, we're checking for damage receiver. So we only want to do this when we have the axe. And I think we have current equipment type, so we can check. So we can actually say here, if current equipment type equals type max, and it's a damage receiver stored in damage objects, and then we can check for damage here. We can even wrap this in a thing. The other thing I want to do is not be able to switch weapons while you're using. So to do that, I'm actually going to create an animation state behavior and disable switching weapons when you're using. I think you did not initialize it right since the animation did not work right. Yeah. Let me think about that. Let's debug that. Let's test what we just did and debug the first thing. So I have hands. I'm supposed to have hands out right now. Everything's supposed to be hands. I hit Q. I picked the axe. It worked. Now if I switch to the hammer, it's not going to break. If I switch to the broom, it's not going to break. Pickaxe, not going to break. Gonna break. Switch the axe. So I don't know what happened there initially, but I think it was a divinity. If it happens again, we'll investigate it. But I think it was something wasn't saved or something. That's working. There's probably a better way to do this abstractly. Like, it'd be cool to actually move this to the weapon. Ooh. I can move it to the equipment. It's working. Let's not get carried away. Like I get away right now. But I should actually move this to the weapon, and then each individual weapon can be doing something. I'll probably do that. Because, like, for example, the broom is to be sweeping up dirt piles. And the spell book could be used to, like, clean up the blood stains or the bodies. And it'd be cool too if you had like mana and you can only cast so many spells, so you have to be like strategic. Oh man, I have so many ideas now. Oh, that's so cool. All right. Anyway. There's other things I want to do with the inventory, but it seems to be working right now. So I think I'm good with that. So let's do what we wanted to do, which was the broom. So we did all that work, and now we're going to implement the broom. So let's actually look at the broom again. I don't like. I know it's held like this, but it's interacting like this, and I think I want to like. I can do different animations for it. Oh, see, it did it again. That first one. Yeah, you're right. Something's weird with that first one. So the broom. So it's possible we could do like a different animation for the broom, or we could just switch it. So I don't know what I want to do with the broom. I think I want to do a different animation. But I could also just reverse it and slide this back up and make it like this for now. Oh, you just gave me a really cool idea, Dub. Like I could make it do this. But what if I did it where like you go over here and you click and the broom goes there and it's like, you know, like Mickey Mouse, like Fantasia, where the broom like will stay there and sweep up, and it takes a certain amount of time, and then you have to get the broom back, and then eventually like like an animated magic broom. Yeah. What do you guys think of that? I wonder if I could do that. I kind of want to do it that way. All right. So hold on a second. Okay. I really want to do this. So we're gonna do something quick and dirty. I think we can do this. I think we can do this actually really fast with the stuff that I have. So okay. Yes, I know, too much. One day it's 17 hours. Don't put pressure on me, guys. Okay, let's duplicate this. And let's pop this out. We'll call this Magic Broom. Right? And we don't need the equipment script on it, because it's going to be its own thing. And let's move it over here. And then let's reverse this back to 0. And let's do 0 and 0. So it should be the point. That's what it is. And we'll move this to -3 just to center it. Now to create an animation, super simple. So actually this will need an animation controller on it. We have where's U motion? U motion, pose editor. Clip editor. Okay, let's do a new project. New project. Generic. Call this Magic Broom. just need one animation clip. Well, first of all, let's extract this to animation clips, filter folder of room. We'll extract it there. And clip, call this clean. Loop the clip. Okay. And now we need a game object, so with an animator on it. So great configuration. All right, cool. And then let's create some poses. So we don't need IK or anything fancy. I just don't know how to click on this. There we go. There's the boat. So let's move it there. Actually, we'll leave it in the first keyframe will be there. And then we'll move it and rotate it. Actually, discard changes. Let's go to like here. Green. Select this piece. We're going to rotate it. And then move it. Move it below that. Just want to slide. Select all. Keyframes. Key all. And then copy. Paste. To here. And then rotate it. Oops, that's too far. Rotate it. Move it. Select all. Key all. And then copy, paste. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. Then we can just stretch it out. We can just, maybe it takes a second to complete. And we make these every 20 seconds. 15 minutes, 15, 45. Oh, don't worry. I have a sweeping sound. I have it. I have that, and I have dust particles. Okay. So, file. Export. Current clip. I'm done with this. Animation controller, so we'll create a new animation controller, magic boom animation controller. Open that up. We need our clip. Oops. Boom. Okay. You're not going to do a French sweeping sound. We're also going to make this uninteractable. And do this. Move this into a prefab. So now we have to figure out the dirt pile. So the dirt pile, let's give this a parent object. Okay, and we'll call this dirt pile. Dirt pile. Or dust pile. Okay. Let's unpack that. 6, 1. Let's make this. We need a box collider. This has a mesh collider on it. So I want to just use the you know what? Let me. I need a trigger for this, so I'm going to make this actually a trigger. And let's set the size. Let's actually make it slightly smaller. So we'll do 2.2, 2, and we'll set it right in the middle. That should be fine, just for a trigger. And then we need this to be interactable. And then we're gonna have to create a custom interactable for this. So let's go gameplay, scripts, gameplay. Actually, we have an interaction system, right? Scripts, interaction system. Let's create a custom interactable. Actually, this is related to gameplay, so let's say interaction. I'm going to say magic broom interaction handler. All right, Vindolis, thank you for hanging out, buddy. Vindolis is in my mastermind group, so I've known him for, God, almost 2 years now, I think. Yeah, not two, maybe 3 years. I appreciate them coming and hanging out in the stream. I know one of the other guys, Leo, comes by sometimes too. So first of all, we need a private bool that says is being cleaned. If is being cleaned, we're not going to let you interact with it again. Just here for free music. Well, you're welcome. You're welcome to listen to my random collection of synthwave music. Okay. Then we're going to have a serialized field, private game object, room, prefab. to game objects, broom, equals instantiate, and we're going to need a position to serialize field private, transform, spawn position, boom, spawn, transform, and let's just do a private void awake equals transform. So if this equals null, then okay. So if it's null, then use that. Otherwise, we'll use this. Okay, now it's good time to implement another type of timer. We're going to need a stopwatch timer. Basically, we're going to set a stopwatch timer. Actually, we can use a cooldown timer instead, I think. Yeah, let's use a cooldown timer instead, because we already have one. So, private cooldown timer, serialize field, private float clean time. Let's say that it takes 5 seconds to clean. Actually, make 10 seconds. Cooldown timer equals clean time. Right. Now, when it's being cleaned, we're going to say cooldown timer reset, cooldown timer start. Actually, we'll start it. No, we'll say resume. Actually, now that I think about it, we're going to need a magic broom script. So let's just create a quick. This is not in the namespace. Namespace. Do public class magic broom. Let's pop that out into its own class. Public void set target name object. It would be cool to have a speed. Yeah, why don't? We'll do that later. Private game object target. Target equals target. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say name objects. Actually, say instead of this, we can say magic broom. Magic broom equals, and then broom set target. Did I make that private by accident? I did. It's public. phone if the broom had an actual person on it. We could make it say the stuff like sing or whatever. I'll have to talk to Em about it. Now the reason why I wanted to do this is because now we can do things